Hello, today we're going to be talking about mask disposal and pollution. First, let's talk about how many masks have been used in times of COVID. There's no exact number to how many masks have been used during the pandemic. However, to put things into perspective, it was estimated that in 2020, over a 14-period, Greenpeace Taiwan, just on its own, used 1.3 billion surgical masks. Another way to see it is that if everyone used a mask every single day, 129 billion face masks will be disposed every single month. Most of the time, when people use masks, they don't think about what happens after they throw them away. Most face masks are a secondhand clothing item, meaning that they are similar to underwear, and most people don't like using someone else's underwear. So, since reusing is not an option, what about recycling? Sadly, that isn't an option either. They can get caught in specialists' equipment, which is used for recycling, and can be a potential biohazard to waste workers. So in the end, the only real option is throwing it in the trash. Now let's talk about the effects of throwing face masks away. First, on humans. Discarded face masks may risk the spread of coronavirus to anyone who comes in contact with them. This can be waste collectors as well as members of the general public. This is because COVID can last on anything for up to 7 days or almost anything. Now, how about animals? Most animals are affected in 3 different ways. First, it can so much mask waste can break up their ecosystems. Another thing is that most animals can't tell the difference between the face masks and their prey, and they end up eating them. When this happens, they can either end up choking on them, or they can feel full but have been given no nutrients. Another problem is that animals face is that they can be tangled up in the face masks. Finally, since we can't recycle them, what should we do instead? First, try to use reusable masks and wash them as many times as you can. Try to carry a spare one so you don't have to end up buying a throwable one or non-reusable one if something happens to your first one. If you need to use a disposable one, please throw it away properly in the bins and not on the floor. And as we said before, please don't recycle them as they can be harmful. Most importantly, I'd like to remind you and please ask that please don't litter your face masks as it can be very polluting to our environment.